Hi, Cancer and Cancer Rising. This is going to be a tarot card reading for you for February 2021. We'll look at past, present, and immediate future energies coming up for Cancer. We will look at oracle cards. I also use some astrology here. There's going to be plenty of cosmic guidance in this for you, Cancer. So coming up for the recent past, let's take it back for the last month. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, amazing. Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So yeah, something took an optimistic turn, I think. Something maybe you had been waiting on for a while. Let's look at the current energies surrounding you now, Cancer, before delving into these cards. Present for Cancer. Cancer, as I was meditating before your reading, I was connecting to any guides or angels that you had that had any messages for you. And so what I felt really strongly was like as if you were presented with two pathways at the moment. One was a really busy kind of chaotic city, and the other was like a wide open plain. It wasn't really a pathway, to tell you the truth. It was like a big pasture kind of a thing. And the message was, don't be afraid, and that there is a simple, straightforward route ahead of you right now. And it was almost like taking the simple way, whatever that means to you. Let's look at the present energy. Four of Swords in reverse. The Son of Swords, Knight of Swords energy with that card. And more sword energy with the Six of Swords. So you have a great deal on your mind currently. You know, things might have come up now that are causing you to start, you know, I don't think you're overwhelmed with stress, but there's definitely been some change in pace presently. Let's have a look at what's coming out in the future for Cancer. Coming up late February into March, what are the themes that Cancer can expect? We'll clarify these cards, but I want to get them all out first off. All right, so coming up for future energies, Cancer, the Magician card. So you're getting your strength back. Four of Wands, things will be restabilizing for you, and the Hermit. Okay, so let's, I think that Mother of Pentacles coming up at the bottom of the deck, you're in very kind of nurturing Cancer mode at the moment, I think. Okay. I think what we should do is just start this reading off with an oracle card. So an oracle card as a message from Cancer's most compassionate self to them. Let's see if we can get any extra messages at the moment, Cancer. Okay, so what do we have here? The Book of Changes. Okay, let's read a little bit about that, Cancer. What do we have to say about that? Oh, it opened on the page. I love when that happens. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life, although it isn't always predictable. Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction, even though you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now. Allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfoldment of your own divine path. The Book of Changes is always at play, helping us find our way. You are smarter. You are just taking a smarter route to your destination. That's totally the message that I got when I was meditating for you guys. Your guides were saying to me, like, there is a straightforward, simple route. Your path is going to clear up, but it looks like one of your options at the moment, like you're thinking of something that's really chaotic or busy, and there might be a more straightforward way that you can kind of cut, I heard this message, cut through the fear, if that makes sense. So the Book of Changes is kind of just like a message to say, Cancer, like this Wheel of Fortune, okay, and this has come up for you. It's like the circle of life. What comes up must go down, what goes down is always going to spin back up. I feel like that might be the energy of how you're feeling at the moment, Cancer, just kind of like a helter-skelter of up and down roller coaster emotions. There is a lot of uncertainty around you. I can tell maybe with this Book of Changes card coming up. Wheel of Fortune always does, it's ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet really most associated with like travel and movement and expansion. So I think though, although things have been very optimistic in certain parts of your life, Cancer, you look to have a lot more on your mind presently. But let's think about the past couple of months. Things have probably presented themselves to you, better opportunities maybe, ideas for growth. I think you had been kind of keeping quiet, Four of Pentacles, on this, or not really ready to share it all with the world. There was probably still a lot of decision making to do. I can see with the Two of Wands, like you deciding which one of these options to take, or it could have been more than two, you know. Four of Pentacles is really good though. It's a great indication for having like material resources coming in, like money, or perhaps you've just kind of maybe gotten some sort of a windfall or sort of an inheritance or some sort of a large sum of money coming through in the last month, Cancer, which has kind of enabled you to make some new decisions about the direction of kind of like securing and stabilizing your material, and also how it affects you emotionally, Cancer, because you know you are a sign that is associated with home and protection and kind of stability, and the fours are all about stability. And I think that's just something that might have been missing. And I do see this like helter-skelter of up and down in your life, Cancer. Really good ups, and then there's some downs. Nothing that's too crazy here at the moment. And your guides did really come through with this message. Don't be afraid, okay? And you were getting really stressed when you were looking at the chaotic sort of road, and then like it was like you released your body, I think, when you were in the kind of pasture green area. Kind of like this lamb green area pasture was the kind of vibe I was getting. This is kind of telling me that currently you just really need to take some pressure off your mind at the moment. Four swords piling down around your kind of crown area is an indication of heavier stress or triggers or some sort of reason in your life for stressful things to be going on currently around you, okay? But it's reversed, and there's like 3 fours in this reading, so life is stabilizing around you. It just might feel a bit chaotic at the moment, and that's kind of all about just trust in this divine path, the divine path from the Book of Changes card that spoke about. You definitely have 6 of Swords, a guardian angel, guiding you to a more happy and more stress-free environment. They're going to help you take a load off. I did get that sense that you do have somebody guiding you at the moment. 6 of Swords is like a guardian angel, okay? It's about freeing ourselves from some sort of burden. So there's a lot on your mind, Cancer. Meanwhile, things are like stabilizing themselves around you. It's just maybe all the unknown that's causing you some sort of a stress and anxiety kind of discomfort. So looks like you're taking action to manage this sort of stress at least. You're kind of at least recognizing your triggers and kind of taking action. Just don't bite the head off people around you at the moment while you're stressed out. It's not going to do any help. 6 of Swords. Look, things are going to get easier. You're going to get some problems to your solutions. Kind of moving on from a more stressful environment. We see 6 of Swords calming down. 3 Swords cards in the middle of the reading for the present though. We're going to clarify these rows, but it does tell me that you've got quite a lot on your mind at the moment. We'll look into some more of that. Okay, so coming up, energies that you can expect. Well, welcome to the helter-skelter and the kind of ups and downs. This looks like things are kind of taking a new direction for you at the end of the month going into March, Cancer. The Magician card, the 4 of Wands, together that's very powerful energy to me. It's very ambitious, it's very communicative, it's kind of getting out there in the world, showing your stuff. I think some of you are going to be with some sort of a well-known established company. 4 of Wands is all about what's a stable, really stable, kind of well-known, so you know, if a hospital, you could be starting at a hospital that's a very stable, or an institution, or something like a corporate entity that everyone in the world knows, like a brand, and you're showing them your stuff. You've got a lot of skills to bring to the table. It's gonna maybe look like hermit mode. I don't know what that means to you at the moment where you are in the world, but kind of like a continuation of being more, spending some more time maybe alone, or else at least just working on yourself as an individual. The Magician and the Hermit, they're kind of solo kind of players right now. They don't really, teamwork wouldn't be their thing. I see that there is teamwork kind of coming in the middle with this 4 of Wands, but I think that's more work related. So some of you might be kind of coming together with a new workforce. Otherwise, it's like you're kind of thinking, Cancer, okay, this is another option for people that are kind of thinking about doing more of a solo project at the moment. This is looking really good. You clearly have the skills, okay? The Magician is a very strong indication for being just really good at what you do, the best at what you do, kind of the mastering your skills basically, and then bringing them out into the world. So I think that's going to come through in an entrepreneurial sense. If some of you are like a hermit, working away on your own on something in your mind, and you're planning things out and you're seeing what could be possible, or working with the group, but I think there is an option for some of you to just do something solo. You're giving it a lot of thought and consideration. Teaming up with somebody, I see Mercury, I see Gemini coming through, I see Virgo coming through. So it's possible, I see Gemini coming through pretty strongly. It's possible that you're partnering up or close with the Gemini and you're doing a project together. Virgo is coming through too. If not, really, there could be somebody that's going to be very helpful for you, Cancer, in terms of maybe the like the customer service or the communication isn't going to be your forte or something like that. I see customer service and kind of communication coming through. If not, they're skills that I think you're going to be developing in the near future, if it's work related. Let's go a little bit deeper into these cards, Cancer, okay? So I want to clear up this first row. Wheel of Fortune. All of a sudden things were looking really good, okay? Things were taking a really upward swing at the start of this month, and even December, things were starting to really look better for you. You were at least feeling confident in taking some chances, risks, like putting plans into action that you had been maybe brewing for a while or waiting on for a while. It was time to move. Let's clear up this row for Cancer. Okay, Queen, Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords energy, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there was like a level of waiting involved here. There was a long time waiting on an approval for something, but it looks like you got it. If you didn't, some people are kind of just thinking like, oh damn, that wasn't for me, but you're putting all the blame on yourself. If some of you did miss out on an opportunity and the Wheel of Fortune wasn't sort of swinging up for you at this time, although I think it was, there may just be a couple of instances where you thought you messed up on how this didn't come to be, but actually it just wasn't the path for you as such. It's kind of like this book of changes. If things aren't working out at the moment, Cancer, fear not. And I know it can be kind of hard to like get lost in uncertainty, but there is a divine path for you, and there's somebody guiding you towards this right path as well. Mother of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. It just talks to me about kind of having to wait on something for a while. You made a decision to go ahead and put some plans into motion. There could be kind of just a waiting on the delivery of information to you now, or just kind of maybe figuring out like signing last minute contracts even is coming up with this. Some of you might be kind of working in some sort of a legal field and you're waiting on a case to get back to you, or you're waiting on a payout or something like that. There has been some sort of payout indicated of funds, kind of like something that was owed to you, even that you worked for, that you were just waiting on for a long time, I think is coming up, Cancer. Let's clear up this middle row. Like I was saying, there's two paths, okay? Presently for you right now, Cancer. That was what I was meditating on. Posture indicated maybe by this sheep and the bit kind of green imagery here, and relaxing, these swords coming away from you. Then there was this really chaotic, which is a little bit more like this kind of attacking position of this owl here with the sword. It kind of just looked it was really stressing you out. You were looking around like, oh gosh, overwhelmed kind of. So then there is a path, and the Six of Swords really does indicate with the rainbow, like it'll, after this dark, and Five of Swords here at the bottom of the deck right before this. So it's kind of like repairing the damage that was done in the Five of Swords, and whatever that might be to you, you are being led towards something that's a little bit more easeful for you and easygoing for you. Let's look at these Swords cards in the middle of the reading, Cancer. And then I'm going to show you these cards laid out in the spread so you can see them all together. Eight of Pentacles. So we see development on what it had been you were waiting on materially. And this is the Eight of Cups. So yeah, all right, look, there's big changes underway for you presently, and whatever path you decide to go on, it does involve a couple of things. It involves leaving behind something old, something that's lost its sense of happiness for you. The party's over. Things aren't really looking as bright in that area of your life anymore. It's leaving behind something, but you're going towards something that's much more emotionally fulfilling as you do this, Cancer. This is talking eight of Pentacles, so another eight. There's a journey towards what I see being emotional fulfillment. After these 8 cups, we make it to the 9, okay? And that's when we're very emotionally filled up, satisfied, happy with our lot. But before we get to that place of more manifestation, more emotional manifestation, and more even material wealth and security, because I see both sides of this now, you kind of have to maybe leave something behind, as indicated with the 8 of Cups. Continuously working on yourself and your relationships in your life is going to really, this is kind of talks to me about a real continuation of effort with the spider's web. It's like, it's so unique to each individual as well. So like each person listening, I think is going to have like a unique story, but it's kind of shows the intricacies of your life, exactly. And you never know, like as the Wheel of Fortune and the Book of Changes, like life is always changing, but this is telling me that you are on a kind of journey at the moment towards more emotional fulfillment, okay? But there is still work to be done around you at the moment. So let's clear up the Magician, the Four of Wands, and the Hermit. So this is really exciting, more kind of you stepping into your power, feeling more confident towards the end of February into March, kind of just feeling more creative, more inspired, I'm seeing. Let's look at these cards now. And you kind of want to start sharing your ideas by then. So we've got the Seven of Wands and the Sun card. Yeah, so this is really positive, bright energy. I'm going to let you see these cards actually, Cancer. Let's take it down, have a look at these. Right. So by the end of it all, we have our little kind of illuminated flame in the lantern on the Hermit. So let's think of that as your brilliant idea, your download, your creative envision that you've had, or your just clarity on something, your new way of understanding this new direction that you can take. There's an easier way, like your guide said. This Seven of Wands, then I see this flame been brought into action, and everybody who stands back. Look what Cancer has done. Look what they have achieved. Look what they are bringing to light. You're kind of getting recognized. You're kind of, your light has been seen by everybody. The Sun card in reverse, I didn't realize that because it's kind of hard to see, but yes, it is in reverse. This is just kind of telling me then, Cancer, like, maybe you're failing just to see your brightness. You know, everyone else can see it. Everyone else is seeing how valuable you are, what you're bringing to the table. People are like kind of taking a step back and being like, whoa, like this is legit. This is really amazing what they're doing. So this kind of Sun card in reverse is like, it's time for you to see your, for you to see your brightness and how amazing this opportunity is. So we've got like a really nice major 3 cards here that are major arcana coming up. This was the only other major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, at the start of this reading. Okay, so everything that's in between this month, not that it's in any way trivial, but that there's a lot just on your mind, and there is actually a route forward that you can take. Let's close off with one more oracle card. Let's see if there's any additional messages coming through in light of looking at these cards. And let's see now for Cancer, just one more card to close off this reading for the Cancers watching. Okay, ready to go. This is called the Dance Unveiling. And it's card right after this. This is 35, this is 36. Interesting. So we've got some movement on your path. Cancer, to close your reading off with the message, the dance unveiling. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sands shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. Delighted to hear that. Delighted to hear that. The sun reverse does speak about a lack of clarity. When the sun is upright, absolutely everything is clear to us, but there is some sort of a block. It looks like you're going to be getting clarity very soon. I'm really happy to see that, okay? So this is just a continuation. Meanwhile, this might just seem like it's testing you, causing you anxiety. You're weighing up like decisions, and you're persevering though, Cancer. This is a very strong energy of, you know, knowing that something is going to come for you. You just have to maybe work towards it more. This is going to be then the summing up of your reading for February 2021, Cancer. If you haven't shared, liked and subscribed to this channel, those things are really helpful for me. Other than that, I'm going to be back with a love and relationship reading for Cancer in the month of February. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be specific towards love and relationships. I do a segment for single and coupled up. So check that out if that's something that'll interest you. If not, I will see you again soon. Bye.